Hello, everybody. Ghost Trick Queen here, and welcome back to another episode of Wildermyth. This is episode 2 now, and we are about to begin our first. Well, we've already scouted, so we are going to do our first attack as a full team. I feel like I do belong in the front, and I'm sure Quinette won't mind the view. A perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. What these beasts are, where they came from, what drove them to attack the town of Thornville. But letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. What? I'm not wrong, am I? Anyway, a plan. Do we have one? So, as per last episode, I will be deciding things via rolls. I will go ahead and roll a d6, where odd numbers will be choice 1 and even numbers will be choice 2. I rolled a 5, which is an odd number, so we will be going the courage route. Back at my house, it was pretty simple. Kill the beast before it kills you. And I'm obviously not the best voice actress, and I am trying to give them all individual voices, but yeah, it's hard for me, so I do apologize if it's hard, if it's not very clear who is speaking. So, and because we went with the courage option, all heroes do plus 2 damage for 3 turns. And our enemies are a raccoon, scrambling through the shadows, its barbed appendages eagerly twitch, and a roe who we had fought last time. So, I will not be rereading descriptions for creatures we've already seen. And then here it's going into even more description for each turn, which I kind of already went over, and it's pretty simple. The only thing is the further definition of what a swift action is, where it can be done once, and then it becomes, you can get 1 free swift action per turn, and then it's cost an action, which is only really important for Plith and her infuse skill, as you can see that little feather down there. So as far as turns go, there isn't a turn order like in a lot of games. You can take each turn as they please. So, being that we don't see anything, I'm going to move Queen further in. Still don't see anything interesting. Let's then move you to there. We will infuse the bookshelf, which will give a Splinter Blast, and then we will also infuse the candle. And then we will have back here, as that should give us some good line of sight. And there is still nothing. Yeah, so chests don't actually contain things, at least not that I recall. So let's then go over to this door and open it. And there's our enemies. So I think, I was going to say, I thought we could change that orientation. First of all, can you, no, you cannot see anybody. That'll give you line of sight on the row. But of course it is behind something. We don't get any lines of sight on that. Yeah, what's the range on this thing? And does it hurt allies? First enemy who walks near it. So let's go ahead and stick that there. And then we will move to there. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Spirit Blade. due to the candle. But that's okay. We should be able to still have that. Actually, speaking of which, we can have Plith move the fire right there, as they should have to pass through it, dealing 2 damage. And then yeah, so then we can have her move to there. Nice, able to take lots of damage. Oh, dang, instantly killed it because of both the fire and the trap, which is nice. That's obviously there. Can then move there. Oh, so Spirit Blade actually is not just because of the fire. Very nice. So let's then have us shoot that. And voila. That was our first combat. Whoops. And then we have warrior armor, so we will absolutely give that to our warrior to upgrade her gear. Upping her armor, which is against physical attacks, warding is against spells, and increasing... I think it only matters on whole numbers, but that obviously will start to add up. So yeah. And then we have a cloak that improves potency, which is infusion attacks. Yes, so obviously that is useful for you. And what's cool is it actually does change the appearance of everybody based on what they equip. The last misshapen creature folds its bones and dies. Blue fluids darken the dust. Just blood, I suppose. Corrupted blood? Corrupted is a heavy word. I wouldn't have thought us three. I wouldn't have thought I alone faced what we have. Yeah. Day drops, day rises. Dusk is sweet, sunrise sweeter. It's not long before they've cleaned the tower up a bit. I wish we'd get a storm. How dramatic this place would look. Someone's gotta keep fighting. On our roads, our hills, and our wild places, the threat will only grow. We all feel that. Let's not wait to be overrun. We're a company of heroes now. We'll walk the land, we'll fight. People need us. We'll give ourselves a name. Make sure it's one they'll sing. Sounds like you've thought about this. And now we get to name our group. So, I will be doing a d4 and re-rolling on 4 because I don't really have a good name. But, so, possible names is Opposers of the Horn, The Seekers of the Final Calling, or The Kids of Quiet Peace. So, I rolled a 4, so that will be a reroll. 3, we are the Kids of Quiet Peace. After that, the 3 of them are inseparable. Rumors are rampant. Heroes are needed. This world will be flooded in sorrows, but its defenders are joined by a fire that night. Here follow the tales of the Kids of Quiet Peace. Be remembered. And so, yeah. So enemies get better after each fight. And so now, for the Gorgons, which is one of the 5 enemy-like clans, one of their beasts have gotten stronger. Or in this case, actually, it's just added one to the deck, which is the Rager, which is essentially the boar that we actually fought as Plith. is now officially able to be drawn and played. Although, I mean, I guess technically it's a Rager 1, so it's a stronger version, but yeah. And there's the tutorial done. So, we now have legacy points, which are shown up here in the top right, the LP, which, as it says, we can use to recruit heroes, build stations, and then also cancel calamities. So they're pretty useful. And then, yeah, we can secure sites, which we are going to, because you can do a lot of things at once. So we will go ahead and find an item. I always find that to be most useful. Yes. So certain classes there's 3 classes, which we have one of each. Each one does something faster. So the Mystics are really good at finding things, and so they can find things faster. Warriors can build defenses faster, and the Archers can scout areas faster. As well as I think they also have the fastest movement speed out of the 3. So we are going to have these 2 search for things, and then we are going to have Queen go recruit somebody new in the town of Thornville. And I will roll a d4 and we'll do a randomized for based on the number that we roll, just to keep it kind of interesting. A 4, so click the randomize button 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have Hughes. Have a last name? Hughes Thyme will be joining the party. And it will cost 3 of our points, but obviously more people to fight, and the sooner you get them, the better. It didn't take long to track back to Thornville, and the town still seemed like the best place for finding another able pair of hands. White. It's you. From the heroes? Right. Anyway, I was hoping you'd come back. I get that a lot. Everything alright? Oh, everything's fine. And that's just it. It's been quiet in Thornville so far, but I heard those things you said. The talk of glory and victory, and I'm sure someone mentioned treasure at some point. And it stuck with me. More than I would have thought. Is that how we put it? I suppose forming a company of heroes can get a little fired up. Can get one a little fired up. You were right, though. With the biggest risks come the biggest rewards. And I feel ready for a risk bigger than which field should the turnips go in this year. Well, we could use another fighter on our side, if you're game. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you offered. And I can see you have excellent judgment in recruiting, so that's a big plus. Far be it from us to turn you down, then. And so now, we do actually get to choose what he has, even though he already has a bow. Do I want to roll for this? Or do I want to... See, because that's the thing. Like, I don't think anybody naturally... And you actually can see he has a bow as the other 2 classes as well, and I'm pretty sure they never naturally have, like, a staff. So I don't know if I should do it based on how they naturally are. If you have an opinion on this, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. But I think for now, I'm gonna have him be a hunter, since that's his natural weapon. And then I don't know. We'll see. But for now, we'll just make him a hunter, since he already has a bow. And so it will take time to recruit, so being that we don't have anything going on, we can go ahead and just pass the time. thorough delving through the mysteries of Farleaf's pillar has proven rewarding. Surprisingly, not a waste of time. Farleaf's pillar will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter, which is true for pretty much all locations. So we automatically, right now, gain a hide, an ingot, and a spell thread, which are used to upgrade weapons and armor, as well as a scarf, which will give bonus armor. And what's nice about this is it's not just the people who are searching for it. So being that you are going to be frontline, I think it's important that you get some armor. And then you can see what they will give at the end of the chapter. So like this will give, I don't remember, I pressed V. Yeah, so it's heartwoods, hides, fabric, ingots, and then spell threads. See, and then we get to see what we will get at the end of the chapter as well. So it's a really cool, I really like this game. The way that it successfully manages to merge everything. And then the way that you can build bridges from places, so like you could build the bridge from there to there. You can't do them across here because they're not separated by a mountain range. But like also across the rivers and that kind of stuff. And so it's a really cool, if not fairly simple, system. So I think we will go ahead and... Oh yeah, we would have to build a bridge over there, wouldn't we? Let us build a bridge there. Yeah, so it does take time to build. So let's go ahead and build one. And as you can see, fighters get a little bit bonus to that. But I feel like building a bridge early would be pretty decent. And there we go. And they immediately do gain a level upon being recruited, rather. So we have already done that one. That wouldn't be a bad one. Through shot is also a pretty good one, but I think we'll do this one because it'll just add poison damage and then also can throw poison. And being this is, I don't actually know how important building defenses is right now, because what this is the infested tiles, where they will then start like attacking your settlements and things. I don't think they do that yet, so in that case we will send these two to start doing that. Oh, and there we go. Immediately I was proved wrong. So yeah, as this is saying, it increases the strength of them, and they also can ambush groups of only 2 or 1 hero if they are passing through it. And then yeah, you can remove them and make it more safe to patrol. So ironically, the one I was just about to go to is now infected, so actually we will go ahead and prepare. Yeah, and this will reduce their insurgent size by 1 rank. So let's go ahead and just do 1, where we will have these 2 begin working on that. And tier 1 is super fast, so it takes like no time at all. And then we might as well, oh, we could have them craft something. I did forget about that. And as you can see, each person has 2 different things, as well as has armor, 2 main hands, as well as an offhand, which you cannot use with a 2-handed thing, such as a bow. But I think, yeah, we don't really have materials at all. So let's also go make a tier 1 defense there. And there we go, our bridge is built, as well as our tier 1 defense. Nope, stop passing time. And as you can see, in 310 days, they will essentially begin to move, like towards, like they will summon an insurgent, and they will start going towards one of our places that we own. But I think that will do us for this episode. In future episodes, I think I will probably leave like decisions about like building and that kind of stuff like out of the episode, now that you guys kind of see the basics. I don't know, like if I'm just going off on a building bridges and then upgrading defenses, that kind of stuff, I'll probably leave, like, cut out some of that stuff, but I don't know. We will have to see how that goes. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment about recruiting characters and how we should do that. So yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!